So LJ is at it again. This is a different fridge in Brooklyn. She just filled up all this up here. This this was here already. The limes and the lemons they put, and I think people would be really happy to come to a fridge and get to see all this. So LJ, she's at it again, y'all. More peppers, more beautiful peppers. How beautiful this squash is. And it looks like it's in a garbage bag. This was not taken from the garbage bag. This was taken from a bin that's inside of a warehouse. And LJ just had a garbage bag, so she filled it all the way up as much as she could. But looks great. Oh, check this out. You're not gonna believe this. I was asked to help, so I said, okay, I'll help. And look what they loaded me up with. And I'm like, babe, what are we gonna do with this water? So I'm sure we're gonna put a couple of cases of water here. Will the water get stolen and then somebody selling this water on the side of the road trying to make $1? Yes, very possible.
Look at this.
So there were 10 bouquets of roses.
I'm gonna take this to the Brooklyn Heights.
So this one is going to the other fridge.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're hitting fridges all over the city. Fridges all over the city.
All right. So what do we think we're going? What do you think about the water?
My opinion on the water is it's too much water. Where are we gonna put it? I'm nervous. Where's it gonna be stored? And water goes bad.
No.
Water goes bad.
No.
It
Water
gets,
doesn't go
yes,
bad.
it does. It gets very stale and nasty tasting. Especially in these plastics. The plastic gets into the water. It's carcinogenic. It's carcinogenic, whatever the words are. Now, I told LJ somebody's gonna be selling that water right there on the avenue. So you gotta just be comfortable with that. You know?
Yeah.
They're gonna take that. They're gonna take these roses and the crackhead is gonna try to sell those roses right there. You know? Don't forget cause and effect. So are you okay with people taking the water and selling the water? You're not saying it. You're just giving me
I
shrugs.
know.
You're
It's
just giving me
okay.
shoulder
What else
shrugs.
can we do? I mean, I could drop it off at a church, but they're not open now.
Right. Couldn't you leave it at the door of a church?
No, it's 9:40 already.
So you're saying when the church opens up, they're not
You know
gonna
what?
say,
As soon as I leave some stuff out, I'll come get more waters from you, and then tomorrow morning, I'll go drop it off at a church that in Bay Ridge. So I'll take some from you. Uh-huh.
okay,
Okay.
all right now. What's up, y'all? Big Elvis over here. doing my part to be a good husband and help my wife and my wife's friend and give away all this stuff. I mean, what are we gonna do with 25 cases of water in the fall? You know? What, I'm gonna go to the 99-cent store and say, give me $1 for each one of these. Whoa, I make a whole 25 bucks. And then I could do what? Put that in my gas can? Forget about it. Anyway, it's a little frustrating because you saw the way this woman was, my wife's friend, you know, who's makes all these calls, gets all the food, gets all the stuff, and then it's like, what are you gonna do with it? You gotta give it away. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna give it to a church in Bay Ridge. Okay, we're gonna see. Let me see who this is. Hello?
Hi, Mom.
This is Dad. Mom
Hey,
is
Dad.
Mom is with Miss Nadine. They loading up some fridges and stuff.
Oh, you didn't go? I meant you didn't take her phone?
What?
I said you didn't take her phone? Oh, okay.
Her phone is in the car, Madison. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah.
You sure?
Hey,
She has to have it on her when you call?
yeah.
That's crazy.
Bye.
Bye. Kids. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I should have you guys ride with me. Uh-oh, another bag. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff.
This is just the bagels. And this is...
Can that go to another
I
fridge?
just saved this from the back of her car. This is yesterday's that needs to go out.
See? It's just too much waste in this city.
It's mushrooms, all types
Look
of
at
nice
these
stuff.
flowers. Show the flowers.
That she wasn't ready.
Come here. Look at these flowers.
I mean, just
Flowers.
allowed it as trash.
I need to go
bags
live and just start giving
of
roses
flowers.
out.
And there's still so much more.
And there's how many other roses are there?
There's still 5 more dozens. Carnations, roses. I mean, 2 garbage bags full.
And I can't tell you where we get it from because then these people might shut us down and not want to continue to give to us. So there are businesses out there that they have so much stuff coming in that if this stuff don't sell, we gotta get rid of it. And that includes 10 dozen roses bouquets. Look at these bouquets we're leaving. Look at the bouquets we're leaving. Let me show you.
Someone see that there?
Look at these bouquets we're leaving. Bang. 2 beautiful bouquets that is going to last another 2-3 days. But here's the problem. The problem is they're getting 50 dozens of these coming. So they don't need these old joints hanging around. And how many cases of water did you drop off there?
Just 2.
Just 2 cases of water.
2 cases of water. Those roses you seen? I think so.
If not, you know, we need to do a thing, you know, like I said, I would give them out. You know, I just bought a suit jacket. Maybe I throw on my suit jacket from last week that I just bought and start giving out roses over here.
I'm so sad.
But you know, when I try to get her to admit that we cannot do anything, it's too much. And that water goes bad. She's like, no, water doesn't go bad. Water goes bad, love. You can't store water and think that you're going to come back to some water. Like, you don't watch enough zombie movies to learn that? Come on. But you know, when we had the club, do you remember when we had the club right where the offices were? Remember where I put that sink for that your grandmother got rid of that sink that she used to
Oh
bathe
my
you in. So I took it to the club and I stored it in that storage area underneath. It was where the officers were. It was like you had to duck your head, and then it was like 7 feet of this, like, void space.
Yes.
Well, do you remember how many bottles of water we had down there? That was from the previous owner of the spot.
Wow.
He had stored at least 7-8 pounds. I mean, we talking about the floor must have. I mean, this just shows you how strong those floors were, because that water held up so many years. But I went to taste one of those waters one day. I was like, it was like the worst. It was, but you could. But let me just say, I don't think I even tasted. Yeah. This is the left to go home. You could even take. I mean, you smelt it as soon as you open up the water. So it's not. Look at this. What are we doing? How many of these do we need?
Yeah, but I saved them because she was, holding on to it. I'm like, let's get that out. That looks like it can, green onion. Someone can do something amazing with those mushrooms and green onions.
Right.
Zucchini and bread and red peppers and lemons.
The zucchinis and the bell peppers, they look so beautiful. It's crazy, but the problem is that tomorrow this business is going to get so much stuff coming in with a huge tractor trailer. They got to get rid of it. They don't care whether or not it's bad or outdated. That doesn't matter. It can only stay on the shelf for so long, or else they're getting rid of it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So now we're on our way. And then you know what she said? She said, okay, you just hold on to it, and in the morning I'll come get it and take it to the church. I was like,
that's why I saved those 2 bags of stuff there.
I was like, come on.
I'll put it out tonight.
Come on. Come on.
The church.
I just can't have my car looking like your car and her car, just full of all this stuff. It's just crazy. New York City and all these businesses. You saw those tomatoes. They were the size of my hand. Tomatoes this big. One little bruise on the top of it, they can't sell it. Like, what? People need to be educated on waste and be educated on how to use these foods. And it's okay to take your knife and cut that little section off. I mean, the best tomatoes I've had in my life. They remind me of my childhood when I was growing up in Brooklyn as a kid, and I would go to my neighbors' backyards and eat their tomatoes and stuff like that, which they didn't mind. My brother and I used to do it. We used to jump over from one fence to the other. Did we ask permission every house we went to or every backyard we were in? Did we just take it upon ourselves to jump the 3-foot gate? Because when I was a kid, the gates weren't 10 feet tall, 8 feet tall, 6 feet tall. They were 3 feet. And you could just step over the gates. And you got these big, huge, monstrous tomatoes. That was amazing.
GMOs came along.
Yeah. Changed it all. Do you remember the tomatoes we had the other day? They were purple. They were purple and red, and orange and yellow. Huge, amazing tomatoes. But if it has one little bruise, there's nothing they can do. They cannot sell it. And not only can't they sell it, if tomorrow they got a big thing of more tomatoes coming, those gotta go. And those tomatoes, the carbon footprint on those tomatoes. Oh, Brooklyn Heights? Okay. Those tomatoes were where they were.
The UK.
They were from the UK.
Yeah.
They were from the United Kingdom. Nice. What is the carbon footprint on a tomato this big? And you can't sell it because this little tip right here has a little bruise. Are you crazy? Why are we accepting this crap? And let me tell you, this is further proof, I keep telling you this, further proof that these planes that are flying in that sky are using compressed air, using the same amount of jet fuel they used days past. There was a time where these planes were consuming massive amounts of jet fuel, and now they're using a very small amount of jet fuel just to basically get the thing started.
Yes.
And I'm having trouble with my interior light. The car got over 200,000 miles, so you know.
Okay, yeah, I didn't even go in them yet. Okay. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right. Bye.
Yeah, I was just saying how, you know,
Sorry.
we have tomatoes coming in from Europe, going to these little warehouses because the warehouses that we get this stuff from, they're basically taking care of 5-star and Michelin rated restaurants and 5-star restaurants only. That's why I do all those videos showing off the bread and showing off the I should turn here.
Yes.
I do the videos showing off the bread. I do the videos showing off the fruits and trying to give a little information on what's up, because getting such amazing ingredients from these warehouses that are just specialty artisan style, you know, restaurants that are super wasteful. That's why I can't really tell you the names, because I'm using words like wasteful, and I don't want anybody to like, I don't want the hatred that people can have to offload what's going on here as far as good. You know, what's good is that people are eating from these refrigerators that LJ and her friend, I'm only calling her friend, because I didn't ask her if it's okay if I use her name. So I'm not like, what's it called? I'm not like Funky Dineva, you know, calling Tamar that lady. Yeah, that lady called me and asked me for a dentist, and that's all I know is about that lady. So I'm not referring to her the way this gentleman is. And I use the word gentleman very loosely and scarce. But you know, there are several fridges, and a lot of LJ's friend that she's doing this with, she is under the impression, from what I've been told, is that she just doesn't want a person going over there with a shopping cart and taking all that stuff. You know, like, the chances are that you have those big things of water. Is somebody gonna walk over, reach in there, crack the top of the plastic, and take 2 waters out of there? Or are they gonna take the whole case? My attitude is, let them take the whole case. What's the worst thing that can happen? They walk over to the Ave and they sell all 24 bottles for $1 each. What if they sell it for 50 cents each, and then the guy who's selling it for $1 beats the living daylights out of them? Cause and effect. You know, and no good deed goes unpunished. We always got to remember that. And what can go wrong will go wrong. So there's a lot to think about. We're on our way to the second refrigerator of the day. There's at least 4. Well, this is a new one today, right?
Yes.
Today's the new one. The first one, I showed up with the paper towel, because if we go to a dirty refrigerator, we're gonna just clean it out. We're gonna just take the moment, especially with all this water. I mean, come on. I have a spray bottle in the back. I was spraying, wipe it down. Oh, honestly, LJ would do that. But in my car, I have everything that's needed to do that. Whereas her car, no. She's going to say, next time I got to clean it because it was a little dirty. But anyway, this is her thing. This is not my thing. I'm only here because if I was not here, she would never record this.
Never.
She would never record this. This is ridiculous. In a time when you have to have receipts of how good you are, you cannot be Prince. You know, Prince was the guy who, you know, did so much for so many people and refused to, you know, advertise on it. See, you're not advertised. It's like GoFundMe. You can't get a GoFundMe for yourself. Someone else has to do it for you. So this is me doing it for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, because, and then you get used to it, and then you'll do it yourself. Because people, it's like, babe, there's so many people in this world lying about how amazing they are. There's so many people in this world showing you all these angles, but the truth is, they ain't that nice. They're not that nice. And let me also say this. I was saying this earlier. I got a little distracted. Your friend, that lady, that very nice lady, she believes that somebody's coming with a shopping cart and just taking everything. So she don't even want to do it. She'd rather wait a day or two and she can give it to the person she wants to give it to, and it goes bad in the car. Can't keep stuff in the car. You can't have stuff in 3 cars. You gotta find, and let me tell you, LJ and I has stood outside of that refrigerator, the one we're going to now, the one that I did the other 2 videos. And let me tell you, people are coming and they are opening up fridge. Just the other day, we took a cake, a red velvet cake, chopped it up into 8 pieces, put them individually into a Ziploc, place it in the refrigerator, and with our own eyes, watch somebody open the fridge, take it, look at it, and put it in their pocket and keep on going. So they had themselves a nice little snack, high-end, high-quality dessert.
Yeah.
Don't forget to press the like button, y'all. You got to press the screen, bang, bang, twice. For you old people that act like you don't know how to do that, you tap the screen twice, and that gives me a like. All right, so class, come on.
Yes. Double tap.
Double tap, double tap. Share button, and then what's gonna pop up is your social medias, your Facebooks and your Instagrams and your Twitch or your X is going to pop up. Then you press that button, and boom! Before you know it, the algorithm is going, wow, not only are people watching the content, they're actually sharing the content. Something that is important. So share the content, act like you know.
They even have a new feature. Have you seen it? It said hype the video.
Hype the video.
Yeah.
Can you hype this video?
Mm-hmm. I think you can't do it while it's live, but once it stops, there's a new option where you can find it, where it says comment, then you move it over and it'll show you the live chat, or before you get to the live chat, it will say hype up this video.
Right.
With the update, YouTube just did an update last week, another update.
Yeah, a lot of people think that the particular fridge is in the richest part of Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
So they say, oh, it's in the richest part of Brooklyn. I don't want somebody coming out of their $3 million brownstone and grabbing, a slice of cake, so to speak. My attitude is, it's okay. Let them do that. Let them spot out their $3 million brownstone. And because here's the thing, if certain neighborhoods you put these fridges in, these fridges get vandalized. Young 14, 15-year-old stupid kids come by and they slam the door so hard, or they'll crack the door, or if they see something, there's nothing good in here, they'll just kick all the shelves, all the plastic off, break it, destroy it. So sometimes you gotta put it in a better neighborhood, because in these neighborhoods, somebody has to clean the floor, somebody has to cook the meals. So when you're living this might appear to be very expensive, all these places that are very expensive, they still need workers. So that's what we saw driving back and forth with workers.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a tight spot here.
Today's
garbage day, so I normally put my passenger wheels on the sidewalk so that other cars to the left of me on my driver's side can come by. But I see there's enough room. I can make it work. I don't want to pop that tire with this horrible. Okay. So LJ and I are gonna get out, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like before, and then we'll fill it up, or fill up as much as we are going to. I think I should do a video with me giving women flowers. Where would I go? And then there's a person selling flowers who's going to be pissed off. Oh, wow, it's empty. And a little dirty. Look at this. Boom.
These bagels.
Throwing all these bagels on the top.
No, you were telling me to do it, right? Okay. Oh my God, that's a lot. Maybe I'll move these little saucers out of the way. Put them up top. Look, somebody gave up half their sauce. They're so giving.
She bought hard bread. So much as bread alone. That's the good stuff.
Let me see, bread alone.
Yeah.
Have we heard of this company?
Certified organic. Yeah, this is the bread that's at a lot of farmers markets. Look, it's made in a lake. What's that? Katrin, New York. Certified organic.
Can't that bread go back further? No, okay. What kind of bread is that? Same one?
Ciabatta. Yeah.
Ciabatta bread. Oh, I love ciabatta.
Rockland County Bakery. Bread. More good stuff. Some more sugar.
And those Swiss rolls can't go further back in the back of that? Oh, come on, open that up though so a person will take the whole bag.
Put in here. Here's from the bar. Type of thing. And some zucchini too. That's a good idea. This person definitely probably would have grabbed the whole bag.
And that's not what your friend wants. She like bothers her tremendously. This is like such a great grilled cheese bread right here for kids.
safe. Squash is on their way out. Pepper. Red pepper. Zucchini.
Perfect.
Some green onion.
Some green onions. Wow, I love those.
Yeah. Onion.
Look what they're doing to my car.
Onion out. They wanted some of the stuff in this bag, so out.
What do y'all think about this? Huh?
I'm sorry?
No, I'm saying, what do they think about this? Yeah, you could just drop that to the side of the thing.
I'm gonna put 4.
Ooh. Ooh, that's big. That's big. 4? It's Tuesday, for real?
Happy Tuesday.
All right, take a second, take a deep breath. Stop, because I'm gonna ask you a question. Come.
Yes.
All right, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
You feeling good?
Happy. Hello.
Okay, and I'm glad to see you. And what you're doing is an amazing thing. I think that people should know that we have a black girl from the Bronx who lives in Red Hook who has this desire to help. And these are one of the reasons why I love you so much since you were 19 years old.
Okay.
And now you're beautiful 40. All right, 21 years.
It's true.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
Look at this. Look at what we're doing over here. Forget about it. Nah, we can throw those in a bucket of water. I'm about to give those all away tomorrow. Really, seriously. Why don't we go to the hospital and give out some flowers at the hospital?
Okay. Oh, wait. One last thing. I will put this cauliflower.
We can go right to the
Cauliflower.
yeah, they love that cauliflower. Last time we put 10, what do they call those? 10 heads of cauliflower. Came back 3 hours later, put 10 more heads. Hi.
Put him. This looks like a house fridge.
Well, if somebody lived like this, they definitely love a lot of bread.
Yeah, right. Welcome to my crib.
Right. Okay. Now this is really cool. I said this is so cool.
I agree.
And you're doing this 3 times a week. This is the crazy part. So much waste in New York City. LJ's doing this 3 times a week.
I'm gonna put this one more just so I can have room for the she-wolf bread.
We're gonna get bread?
Yeah. Dude, that's it.
What?
Surprise.
Oh my god. What are they doing to my car? Even though my car is pretty beat up, and it's a good utility car. Don't get me wrong, but the bread is every day. The food is every other day. The vegetables and fruits are once a week. It started with her helping once a week. Now it's every day. Every day. And I'm just trying to be the good husband that I am deep in my heart, trying to, be. Look at this weirdo.
Oh, look, I'm gonna add this squash too. Some lime.
Are we done? Here, let me take a look. Stand right next to it. All right, cool. You did good. All right. All right. Be careful. How you doing, young man? How's everything? Yo, you need any water? Look, we just put about 4 or 5 cases of water right there. If you're thirsty, there's water there. Do you like bagels in the morning? Do you ever eat bagels? Because look, we just put like 10.
You guys just restocked the fridge?
Look, we just restocked the fridge. Look, take a look at this. All this bread.
Oh my God.
Swiss rolls.
Wow.
You like the little cuties? You could pop 2 or 3 in your pocket.
Two.
You know what I mean? Go for it, bro. My wife does this. Oops, sorry. Oh, forgive me. I apologize. My wife does this 3 times a week, man. So.
This you the one who fills the fridge?
Well, that's not like her title or anything. She just does it a lot. There's other people that do it as well. So if you come by and you see stuff, it's not always just her.
Thank you.
I don't want you to fall in love with my wife
I
now.
live in the
Come on.
dorm. I live in the dorm over here.
Oh, okay,
For
cool.
the past 3 years now.
All right.
Pass by the fridge on my walk home.
You ever take a peek inside the fridge when you're walking by?
Yeah, of course, but
All
I
right.
never take anything because it's never. I've never passed by when it's full. It's the biggest, it's the most full it's been.
Right.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
What are you studying?
Water too.
Take a whole
financial
case.
engineering.
Take a whole case, man. Call one of your boys and say, come get another case, all right?
Nah, I can't do that. It's too selfish.
No, it's not selfish. It's okay. We have 25 cases. So take a case. Call your boy, your roommate, and say, yo, come downstairs and get a case. All right? All right? And what are you studying again?
Financial engineering.
Financial engineering. What's your name? Brian? You used to play basketball at NYU. Okay. So you got all the girls, they need some water, son. All right, now.
NYU.
Basketball for NYU.
Ryan comes from good stock.
Right. Just from the name Brian, his family was like,
It sound like a
You're not.
Midwest
You
twang in
look.
his
You
voice.
look like Tyrone, but we naming you Brian.
Yeah,
We're not having none of that.
a Midwest twang in the voice.
Oh, yeah, you
Given
heard that.
Ohio.
Ohio?
Yeah, Chicago.
He don't look like a good old corn-fed Nebraska boy to you? I say nothing like to me. That boy look corn-fed. This is what your friend needs to understand. There are people that are gonna take, and they're not gonna take it all. I love that you put those 5 cases. That's beautiful, man. Beautiful. That's the way it's supposed to be done. I can see the back seat of my car for the next 10 minutes. And then when the bread shows up, whoa. And the bread is just so good. This place that we're getting the bread from, they mill their own flour. You understand this? They mill their own flour. And they bake. So this is the bread that you can eat and you don't get fat. This is the bread. This is the bread that they allow in all the countries that won't allow American flour. There's so many countries that just will not allow American flour. So many countries. They're like, ooh, whoa, I don't know. That stuff is because you know what it is we take out the vitamins and then we add them.
And
You
the
know.
beaver butt, right?
Well, I don't know if that the natural flavors. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that the word natural flavors means beaver's butt. The same way you have chicken butt, and the way you have does the pig have the butt? Are there people eating
Pigtails.
pigtails?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's the butt. The butt would be the little round part, the ring part, the brown eye. You don't see little brown eyes of pig brown eyes on the bag. Friday's pig brown eyes is just like calamari.
No.
So the
turkey butt.
yeah, turkey butt and chicken butt, but a lot of people don't know that they have beaver butt. Like there should. Where is the Netflix documentary where people are putting bike locks around their neck and they're not leaving the facility until they shut it down and they're gonna fight for what's right? Where the heck are those people fighting for all the beaver butts that are being, all the beavers that are being killed? We're talking about huge facilities. Because whenever you read natural flavors, that's beaver butt extract. They take the beaver's butt and, should I turn here? Or should I go, oh, relax. Yeah, everybody's in a rush to go nowhere. Where are you in a rush to go, sir? To get your next $8.17 from your cab driving. Anyway, so where's the documentary Saving the Beaver Butts? I mean, how much flavoring does one beaver butt create? Like how, I mean, are we talking about like, is it little droplets of beaver butt extract? What is the process? I mean, it must be beavers in the millions. I have Googled it. It's not out there like that. It's not out there like that. They don't want people to know that natural flavors means that little beavers are dying. And then how old is the beaver? Like, are we looking for young infant beaver butt? Or is it like, you know, could the beaver have could the beaver live 3 years? Is this the fowl butt? Like, you know how a chicken, you turn a 3-year-old chicken is for stewing only, because the muscles and the meat are so hard. So at what point is the beaver butt good or not good? And then what are we doing with this beaver? Like, what about the rest of the beaver? What's happening with the rest of the beaver? Is that being that cat food?
Exactly. Dog food.
Are we sure?
No, we're not. Steve
Where's the
Biden
rest of-
said,
yeah.
Down here where I live, a few blocks from the Rio Grande, you would have to tear the refrigerator down because they will take everything.
Who's they?
The people.
Who's the people?
Maybe the
How many
immigrants.
people would it take for them to be considered taking everything?
Well, maybe one person will come with a cart and take everything for themselves and their family.
Well, that's not what he said. That's what you're saying.
He said chain. So they would have to.
We would have to chain it down. Chain the refrigerator down. Okay. Because people would be like, oh, there's a working fridge. I need a working fridge. So I'm going to then
No.
take this $100 used fridge and put it in my house.
Oh. They will load it all up. All the ingredients, you'd say. Everything you put in there, they would take out.
Isn't that what we want?
You don't want just one person. You
Why?
see, that's the debate. You know?
Why?
Why? Because you want to share with the community. It's the community's fridge.
Who determines that? You cannot determine that. So if a person comes right now with a pickup truck and they take all 4 of those waters, right? What are they going to do with the water?
That's the thing. You would hope that someone isn't that selfish.
It's not selfish because the person is going to use the water. The person's going to drink the water. You telling me that a person's going to look at all those bagels and take and hoard the bagels? They're going to have to freeze them. They're going to go bad.
Yeah, people do that.
People are going to say, but then if we put more bagels tomorrow, there's no more room in the freezer. So somebody else got to come. You see, this is what I'm telling you. People have no faith in each other when it's something that's extension of themselves. This is an extension of an idea. The idea is we're gonna have a refrigerator, and if people are hungry, they can come to the refrigerator, and boom, there'll be somebody's leftover pumpkin pie, or it'll be a whole pumpkin pie. Wait a minute, should we? Let's eat some of the pumpkin pie so that somebody don't come and take the rest of the pumpkin pie and not share the pumpkin pie. Like, wait a minute. If somebody comes in there, like we took the cake and we sliced it up and we put the cake there. What happened?
Steve Wagner said the refrigerator would be in Mexico within 30 minutes.
Mexico in 30 minutes.
So
Somebody's that desperate for a used $80, $90, $100 refrigerator that they are gonna take the refrigerator, steal it. See, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And this is a refrigerator up against the church. Please stop. There's a church right there and a church across the street. Somebody's gonna then load up the refrigerator. Well, you know you can bolt the refrigerator down. You can bolt the refrigerator down. You go to Harbor Freight and get everything you need to bolt the refrigerator down to the ground.
Well, I know.
But let me just finish my point.
Okay.
My point might sound complicated, but it's really the reality of it is somebody goes.
I like her hat.
If somebody goes to that fridge right now and takes everything, guess what? We did our jobs. We did our jobs. We gave to somebody who needed. How fucking... Unless we're just saying that all people are sick, that they're just hungry and greedy. Like, are we at the place in our world where people are that greedy and that hungry that they're willing to say, F everybody else, I'm taking all this, including the celery. They taking the squash, the celery, and the 3 limes?
Yeah.
Well, then we did our jobs. Good. It needed to be taken. Or we're going to have somebody put... Go ahead.
Steve says, I'm not joking. A few years ago, someone stole a huge iron bell from the local church.
They stole an iron bell from the local church. Don't get me started on bells.
Yeah. Please. No, let's not detour there yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially, I don't want to name any cultures, but, other people who...
You don't want to name any cultures. It sounds mad racist.
I know.
What are you about to get racist for?
I don't... Why do you have to use those words?
What, racism?
Yes.
It sounds like I don't want to offend any cultures.
I'm putting the pattern up.
So you're talking about some sort of stereotype. What's the stereotype? What's the stereotype?
Now you got me putting 20 on 10.
Baby, come on, own it. Just say what you gotta say. Don't.
Well, the Chinese will kind of...
The Asians, not the Chinese. The Asians. They're not Chinese, all of them. Some of them are Cambodian. Some of them are from Thailand. Some of them, they're Asian. They're not all the same. And what you're going to say is what? The Asians take all the vegetables.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank God. And are they going to cook them and eat them?
And distribute them amongst each other.
So what is wrong with that? Why is that's a good thing?
I think so too, but some may be offended by it.
Because the Asian lady came, took all the vegetables, and she gave it to all her friends. I want her to only take enough for herself only,
Yes.
and if any of her friends want anything, they need to come down here and get it themselves. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Are you kidding me? In a world where we're doing DoorDash, in a world where we're doing microwave popcorn, getting popcorn lung and not even caring. Get out of here. Everybody knows if you over there, come back with it.
No, I don't mind. You know.
If you're gonna be in that area, pick me up something.
Well, as you're utilizing it, I'm happy.
All right. Take the phone just in case of an emergency, man. And if somebody offers to help you,
Yeah.
accept their help. All right. Let somebody be a gentleman.
Okay.
Yeah, people always offering to help. Oh, let me help you. She's like, no, I got it. I'm like, you better accept that help. Let somebody do something nice. I'm not joking if you okay. Well, they took the bell. Don't get me started on the bells, man. You know, there's like no more bells left. Church bells are being stolen all over the world. I don't know if you knew that. Let me go all the way to the beginning. Oh no, there's not much. Golden Egg says, hi. What's up, Golden Egg? What's your stream about? It's about giving food to or filling up community refrigerators with food that's not expired, food that people want and are going to be lauded to be destroyed if not picked up. Do you know Pastor Manning? No, I don't, Steve Ladner. John Roy. See, recycled sewage water. Yeah, seriously. You should put a donation box beside the refrigerator. We don't want anything for that. You know, well, at least I am going for my, what's that called? 501c3, I believe it's called. Can't really remember. I'm putting in some of the work. And I've talked about it on the channel before. I'm not going to talk about it right now. But I do have some aspirations to open up a nonprofit, you know, and it's not it has nothing to do with what LJ is doing and that style of giving. No, it's something totally different, where therapy is involved and being held accountable is involved, and you know, it's gonna be good if I, you know, have so many ideas. But this one I've been kind of really doing some stuff, and then with AI right now, it's, you know, the proposals and stuff like that, and some of the writing that I needed to get done. I find it, you know, Grok is not to be messed with. It's like, wow, Grok. Thank you. I'm in a bus stop. I have to be very careful. I just got $115 ticket recently for being in a bus in a bus lane. I wasn't even in a bus stop. And the way they go is a bus will pass you and they have to get out of the bus lane in order to pass you. So you're here and the bus is, you know, supposed to be behind you and has to go around you, no problem. The next bus, if you're still there and it has to go around you, you get that ticket. They have it totally controlled, where if you do that, you will get, and it was $115, and I was only there literally 3 buses went around me, and this woman was like, "Yo, you can't be there. They're gonna give you a ticket. You gotta get out of there." So I quickly got out of there, but 2 weeks later, or if that, I got the letter in the mail. What you gonna do? You gotta pay it. So I paid it. People might say, yo, dude, you should get out and help. Well, the truth is, I'm in the bus lane. I gotta move quickly if I see a bus coming. What's in the little brown bags? Let me see one. Whoa. What in the world is this? Smells like Christmas.
Look, muffin, whole bag of this.
A whole bag of these.
Sandwiches, cookies,
Whole bag of, and these are the oatmeal cookies, right?
chocolate chip and
Chocolate chip and oatmeal. They do this, and I'm not trying to be funny, every day. Look at that. Whoa.
beautiful ciabatta bread.
This bread costs how much?
Oh my god. Well, they sell it by the slice. It's $7 a square.
Oh, it's like a pizza.
Yeah.
So we took that bread and we put some sauce and some mozzarella cheese.
Yeah.
It'll be amazing. Put some mushrooms on that. It'll be amazing. So how many of these?
Whole bag full.
A whole bag full. Can I just toss that in there? Oh wow. So we're talking 20 minimum. And they're not all the same. Look at this one. This is crazy. Look at this.
Beautiful.
Look how beautiful that is. And this is only one of 5 bakeries that they get from. This smells
It's like a blueberry.
like Christmas, baby. Smell this. Please tell me that. What does that smell like to you? It smells like a storybook.
Seasonal. Artisanal.
Seasonal, artisanal. And they mill their own flour. Oh shucks, what was that behind me?
What's the lift like?
And what's that in the little mug?
This is like some type of
Ooh,
cookie
I'll
that
take
they
one of
make.
those. Look at that. Am I supposed to be eating that?
From time to time. I've never tried that.
I don't know. It smells like.
A dulce leche, maybe.
Oh. Would you like this piece?
I think it's a sandwich.
Yeah, but that's a lot. I don't know if I want to eat that much.
Well, that's how the baker intended on it to be. enjoyed.
Maybe he intended for me to share one half with my wife. Come on. Look. If you want me to have it, the experience with it, look, I will then break it in half, fold it. Now I have the creator's
Intention.
wait. I know what that is. Let me see if you know what that is.
You know I don't like caramel. Is it caramel?
No, I don't think so.
It tastes like a shortbread
It's definitely shortbread.
with
Yeah. One bite is all I need. I go the rest of my life without this.
really.
Baby,
You like shortbread?
I love shortbread. It's my favorite cookie. But you know what that is?
No.
That's some sort of it's a butter. That's just whipped butter. That's whipped butter
How could you get butter with this consistency though?
It's the exact consistency of butter. There's nothing different than butter. It looks and tastes like butter. It just has
No, butter wouldn't be
a
sweet.
darkness to it. Maybe you could put sugar in butter. You're so silly.
I think it's more of a dulce leche than a butter.
Okay, then it's like a milk base, is what you're saying? I wonder what butter's made with. Let me think.
No.
Could it be a heavy cream? Dulce leche is made with a heavier cream. I wonder if I took a heavy cream and I just spun it around in a circle.
Even cream cheese though, I also taste like
It's definitely not cream cheese.
a sweet cream. It's like a sweet cream.
It's butter, y'all. Nice and cold butter. Now let's look at this.
Like a sweet cream.
Boom. Chocolate chip. All chocolate chip. Man, I won't be eating any of this. Because I eat this and my teeth hurt. I'm not trying to be funny. Look, I'm serious, y'all. Y'all be like, oh, Big Elvis, you so fat. No, I'm fat because of that damn burger I had. And then I said, fuck it, give me another one. And then I drove 15 miles and an hour and a half later and stopped somewhere else and got something else. Not because of sugar. Well, it is, of course, because of sugar. But it's not because I'm like snacking on sweets. I prefer their oatmeal cookie. If there was an oatmeal cookie there, I'd have cracked that. I'd have ate half of that oatmeal cookie. But that's...
What didn't you like about that?
I don't like butter in my mouth like that. Pause. I don't like the taste of butter like that in my mouth. You know what it is? Like when we used to go to Make My Cake,
Yeah.
I never liked, you would go to Make My Cake, there's a place called Make My Cake in Harlem, and I say this respectfully. So I grew up in Harlem.
Disrespect, what's her name? Manaya, Aya,
Oh yeah, right. What's her name? I can't remember her name.
Ayana, Aaliyah.
Aaliyah. It was Aaliyah. Aaliyah, she's the owner. Well, Make My Cake, I remember as a kid, I would go, what's the icing? I would like be able to, not as a kid, but as a young man. I'm in my 20s. And I would go over there and I'll get like a slice of cake every 6 months or something like that. And they would be like, yeah, it's a buttercream this and buttercream that. I used to be like, buttercream, wow. And they're just these heavy, dense cakes. I mean, just one cake weighed like one cake was like a pound, 2 pounds. And it was this heavy ass buttercream that I learned to hate.
It's called decadent. She gave us decadentness.
I remember when my Uncle Carlos was buying that from her house window. And he would pull up to the window and get it from the window.
Of the project?
I don't know if it was in the project. The project's got gates in the window, so I don't know about that. And you can't really reach into a project window like
No
that.
disrespect. I just...
Windows in the project you can't reach. They're high. Project windows start at 6 feet.
I could be wrong. I just thought I recall that story starting like, baking in a project kitchen. But
Well,
I
he
could be
was.
wrong. It
She
could
was
just be
friends.
Harlem.
She was friends with my Uncle Carlos.
Yeah.
God bless the dead. And he would always be like, I went right to the window and she had it for me. Because we would have parties every weekend and we would always need a cake. But that heavy, dense cake was just...
Which was going for, $350.
Not for my
20
Uncle
years
Carlos.
ago.
No, we mean
No.
20 years ago. Baby, I'm talking about...
saying.
I'm 51.
Yeah.
We're talking 30 years ago.
Yeah. You're talking about
I was
the
21
beginning.
years old, 22 years old, and he was buying that from her directly. They were friends.
Yeah. When it was her hobby, probably.
No, I think it was her business that she was focused on. And my Uncle Carlos, he did everything he can to let everybody know about it.
Okay. Shout out to Make My Cake.
Yeah, I couldn't do the buttercream. So
Which
now,
is,
when I get this fake ass dulce leche, which is basically whipped heavy cream with some condensed milk.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's whipped heavy cream with
brown
some down.
sugar, that's popular now. to
Yeah.
make your not your sugar, your butter. To make your butter dark like that. Brown butter.
Okay, are we going to another fridge? We should.
No.
If we should go. I saw a whole bag full of stuff. We should go. Alright, I'm not gonna get aggressive or anything, you know.
Yeah.
I was watching that movie Dexter, and Dexter came to the pound over here to get his car
You want to show
out of
them?
the pound, and it wasn't real. One of the well, you can't really. Oh yeah. Look, these are cars being taken into the pound.
So someone probably, left their car at the hydrant or park where it said no standing.
Yeah,
stopping.
and this is all over the city.
Yeah.
So all boroughs come here to this Brooklyn. So let's say you're in the Bronx, you're in Manhattan, you're in Queens. You still got to travel all the way over here to get your car.
Each borough has one.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. You could still end up here in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And Manhattan doesn't have one anymore, baby. That is that's no longer exists. The one in Manhattan, that's gone. So this is them taking cars, and they just do this all day long, nonstop.
Remember when there were sheriffs? The sheriff would do that. No longer exists.
Boom.
That's kind of cool. It looks like a dual picture. A dual picture.
Yeah, it was bouncing off of the mirror.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna go this way. I don't wanna go this way. It's all that construction going on at the Atlantic Avenue exit. Thank you for tuning in to Premium Black News. I'm Big Elvis the Chef, sitting with...
LJ.
Say it again?
LJ.
Right. And you are appreciated. You are loved, respected, and if you feel like donating, you can donate to $ Elvis Rosenberg, or the Venmo, which is at Elvis Rosenberg. Maybe LJ will put it in the chat for us. C Fields wants to know, how's life in New York City? Life in New York City is expensive, sir. If the C is male. Life in the city is expensive, ma'am, if the C is feminine. Life in New York City is absolutely ridiculous, where you have grown men and women with college degrees living with 3 and 4 roommates, and because they went through a slut period in their life, they can't find them a husband, and they're dealing with the reality that they live in a city that never sleeps and they feel alone. They're living in a city that's full of millions of people and they have no friends. They're living in a city where they can live in a 50-story building and know none of their neighbors. That's New York City. New York City is a place where you might think you know, but you have no idea. You might think you have your hand somewhat on the pulse of the city, somewhat focus on what's it gonna take to make it here. And you end up 20 years, 30 years, 40 years go by, and you're still trying to lift yourself up from the bootstraps. New York City is a good place to have some money and to be fearless. But if you're a little bit of a scary cat, and you don't take real risk, and you're very shrewd, then you're gonna work a 9 to 5. You're not gonna have this illustrious career that you think that you're gonna have. You're gonna be a worker bee. That's this town that we're in, New York City. It'll eat you up and spit you out and still say, where's my rent? That's what New York City wants. Ah, look, these guys are on their phone. They're pretending that they're on their phones. Because the cops are right there. Look, the cops are right there. The cops are right here in front of us. And look, they're over here doing illegal. No, they're painting down on the sidewalk. So when they looked at the cops, he got scared. But he's right there on the sidewalk painting stuff down on the sidewalk. And as long as the paint that they're using is biodegradable, you're allowed to do that. But he got very nervous when he saw the cops. And he like stopped what he was doing, and you know, it's a good way to advertise. Another good way to advertise is to get a stencil and just get a power washer and power wash over the stencil. It'll clean that part of the sidewalk and it'll show your logo and all that kind of stuff. That's a good way to do things. Let me go this way.
It's a very wide bus lane and bike lane.
Right. And the reason why the streets are like this is because, you know, everybody's disappearing. So they have to make it very impossible to park.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. I said that already, right? I am a little curious as to what they put on the floor. Let's see if they're gone. I want to check it out. Yeah, they're gone. Let's check it out. Let's see what they were. Oh, look, they're across the street too. I want to check it out. Can you run there real quick and see what that is? Bam, please.
Over here?
Yeah. Wait, let me switch this. Good job. They're across the street doing it too.
Sorry. So it says Fort Greene Lottery now open. It's about apartments. Hola. DoorDash.
Look, she won't let him on her site. She's working with the dude.
So cute.
She won't let this man out her sight.
He's waiting at the light too.
Yeah, he don't want no problems with ICE. He don't need any police activity. So, go ahead, tell me.
That's about a new building and apartments, 1 to 2 bedroom apartments.
So they're realtors
They're realtors.
trying to get people to reach out and spend some money with them.
Pretty much. And Fort Greene. Oh, this is Fort Greene, so to speak.
Yeah, so it's not art. They could get in trouble for that. You can't put stickers on the ground. That could be considered graffiti to some degree. Or posting a bill where the signs say post no bill. So possibly there could be some scrutiny on them doing that because he was super panic mode when he saw the cops. Oh well.
Interesting.
You all appreciate it, y'all.
Yes, yes.
An hour and 15 minutes. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.